Hi there, it's Bike Touring Mike, and this is the 5th day of my bike tour here in Tuscany, Italy. And I'm woken up by a really nice day today as well. We got some clouds here and there, but mostly a blue sky, so probably it's gonna be a hot day today as well. The plan for today is to cycle towards the towns of Pienza and Montepulciano. And while doing that, I'm gonna go through some really nice classic Tuscan landscapes. There's two areas that I'm gonna go through. First, Cretenesi and then Valdorcia. And these two are really classical Tuscan landscapes with cypress trees lining small gravel roads leading up to a farmhouse. The only bad thing about today is that I haven't found a place to camp tonight. And believe me, I've been looking like for the last 2 days, but there's hardly any campgrounds around in that area, and I've tried to call and mail a couple of agriturismos as well because I really want to stay at one of those, but unfortunately it's a Saturday today, so they're mostly booked. So I might be looking into doing some wild camping tonight if I can find a forest. So join me as I cycle through Siena and head out towards these typical Tuscan landscapes.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way.
31 kilometers an hour.
We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about. We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way.
Okay, I gotta hand it to you, Italy. This road that I've been on for the last 15 kilometers or so, it's probably one of the best roads I've been bike touring on in my whole life. 360-degree views over this fantastic landscape all the time, and barely no cars. There's like one car every 3 minutes or so, and most of them are probably tourists, so they drive pretty slow and just want to look at the beautiful landscape around us. Hello. And the odd bike tourist here and there as well. So I'm just taking a break here at the side of the road, enjoying the nice vistas behind me here. It's been pretty slow going today. I think I've only gone about 25 kilometers and I've been at it for about 3 hours or so. Basically just because I have to stop all the time and take photos and shoot videos of this magnificent landscape behind me. So I really hope you appreciate me taking you with you on this trip, because it takes a lot of time to do these types of videos. But I'm not complaining. I have wonderful weather and beautiful sights around me. And this part of Tuscany called Cret Senesi is by far the most beautiful I've been through yet. So if you're ever planning on doing some cycling here in Tuscany, I can really recommend this part. Compared to the other couple of days in the beginning where I had to battle traffic, and to be honest, there wasn't that much to see along the road, this is the total opposite. Fantastic roads, and you have a car or two passing every 3 or so minutes. So it's really fantastic cycling here. So I stopped at the supermarket maybe a couple of 100 meters away from here and found this park in this lovely town called Asciano. And I'm planning on having my lunch here. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's perfect lunchtime for me. So I ended up buying a salad. I sort of wanted a sandwich, but they didn't have any. So a big salad with cheese and croutons and olives. And potato chips. I'm really in for getting some salt right now. Grapes, that are my usual snack throughout the day. A couple of bananas, and to top it off, some gelato. And all of this cost me 8 euros in total. As many times before when I'm out bike touring, and this is especially true here in Italy, you're not supposed to eat the ice cream first, but I think I'm gonna start with the ice cream because this is about to melt in about 5 seconds. You know what? I think I can probably save this for maybe 3 or 4 minutes more. So I might just start off with the salad first instead. So I think I might have solved the problem with where I'm gonna stay tonight, and the answer to that question is Monticello. Monticello is well known for their world famous wine Brunello di Monticello. And there's supposed to be some sort of RV parking up there, but the only problem is that it's about 6 kilometers away and 300 meters of elevation. So you can see it right behind me here, right where the sun is almost setting now, up on that hill. It's always up on a hill, right? Well, I'm gonna take it pretty slow and hopefully I won't be totally beat when I get there. I'm almost at the top now. I can see the sign for the first roundabout here in Montalcino. Whew. The grapes behind me here are probably some of the most expensive grapes in the whole world. So I just barely made it up here to enjoy the sunset over the Tuscan landscape behind me. So I went down to town again for a bit of pizza that was molto bene, very good. The only problem now is that I have to make it back up to where I put my tent in the RV park, and that's about 1.5 kilometers away from here, which doesn't sound that far. However, there's an elevation difference of about 100 meters, which makes that 10% grade almost, so I probably have to push my bike most of the way to get up there. Well, do you remember yesterday when I told you that yesterday was by far the best day of this whole tour? Well, yesterday I'm gonna ask you to politely move to the second spot, because as you can probably see by the video from today, this is by far the best day in this tour. However, if you still haven't watched yesterday's or last week's video, you can do so by clicking the link up in the corner here. Otherwise, until next time, have a good one.